Imagine waking up one day, looking in the mirror, and realizing, oh no, you're a giant hornet. Not just any bug, but one of the most feared, hated, and comically unfortunate creatures in the entire insect kingdom. But hey, at least you get to fly, right? Wrong. Your whole life is a never-ending battle of stinging, flying, and making enemies with literally everyone. So, sit back, grab your popcorn, preferably not made of honey, unless you want to make some bees very, very mad. And let's talk about why being born as a giant hornet absolutely sucks. Alright, first things first. You're born, but instead of a cozy, warm hospital and loving parents, you hatch inside a cramped, dark cell in a hive that smells like old wood and fear. Your mom? She's the queen and she doesn't have time for you. No lullabies, no bedtime stories, just orders. You either work, kill, or get eaten by your siblings. No pressure. And childhood, forget it. No games, no fun. Just immediate training for world domination, but in the worst way possible. While human kids are learning how to share their crayons, you're learning how to take over bee colonies like a tiny insect warlord. Now, let's talk about flying. You'd think having wings would be cool. Freedom, right? Well, not really. Your wings are basically two pieces of rice paper taped to your back. And guess what? They make you sound like a mini chainsaw on caffeine. You don't fly, you terrorize the air. If you ever wanted to sneak up on someone, too bad. Everyone hears you coming from a mile away. And because you're a giant hornet, everything is scared of you. Except, of course, the one thing you wish was scared of you: humans. Oh, humans. Your biggest nightmare. The moment they see you, they don't think, oh wow, what a fascinating creature of nature. No, they think, demon wasp. And start running, swatting, or worst of all, grabbing a can of bug spray. And let me tell you, nothing ruins your day like getting blasted in the face with a full can of Raid. It's like trying to breathe after gargling hand sanitizer. Not fun. But even worse, they record you. That's right. Your most embarrassing moments of flailing mid-air, getting stuck in a window, or just minding your own business are now on the internet with captions like, giant murder hornet attacks even if you were just looking for a snack. Speaking of snacks, let's talk about your diet. You're not sipping nectar like some delicate butterfly. Nope, you're out here ripping the heads off bees and stealing their honey. You don't even make your own food. You're basically an airborne gangster shaking down bees for their lunch money. But here's the kicker. Bees, they've had enough of your nonsense. You think you're all tough until you invade the wrong bee colony. And then, they dogpile you. Hundreds of angry, buzzing furry bodyguards jump you at once. And guess what? They cook you alive. Yep, bees don't sting you, they surround you and turn up the heat, roasting you like a tiny BBQ chicken wing. So much for being the toughest insect around. And let's not forget your social life. Oh wait, you don't have one. No one likes you. Bees hate you. Humans hate you. Other hornets? Yeah, they hate you too because hornets are basically the worst roommates in the world. You show up to the hive after a long day of bee murdering and suddenly, your own siblings are trying to eat you. It's like a game of survival, except the prize is not dying. Even sleep is dangerous. You doze off for a second, and bam, some other hungry hornet decides you look like a snack. Imagine sleeping with one eye open forever. It's like living in a reality show where getting voted off means being eaten alive. And let's not forget your lifespan. You go through all this drama, this battle royale of existence, only to live for a few months. And if you're lucky enough to make it to old age, it's not peaceful retirement. You either get eaten by your own family, crushed by a human's shoe, or frozen to death in winter. Wow, what a fantastic life. So yeah, being a giant hornet sucks. You're basically an airborne criminal. Everyone hates you, and your own kind wants to eat you. Next time you see a hornet, instead of screaming, maybe take a moment to appreciate the sheer misery of its existence. Or, still scream. Because let's be honest, those things are terrifying. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into why being a giant hornet is the absolute worst, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell because unlike hornets, you actually get to live a peaceful life. See you next time. And remember, if you ever feel unlucky, just be glad you weren't born a giant hornet.